Alright guys, welcome back to another Warframe video. So in the last video, I was jumping onto another, existing frame I've played before to test if they could make it through Steel Path, and Frost I had identified because of all of the kind of cold-related arcanes I had, plus all of his augment mods that I had from starting with Cephalon Suda. Now, if you didn't catch the last video yet, it did take me several attempts to get something going with Frost, but once I got it going, he worked really well. So I'll just show you kind of the setup where I settled, because I changed it as I was playing, trying to get through the very first mission I was testing him on. But I've got the Dreamer's Bond on, I've got a nearly maxed out Archon Flow, Carnus Carapace. This was just kind of a generic throw one last thing on at the last minute, and I chose this one just to throw a little additional base armor because it seems like the major functionality comes, at least from his survivability perspective, for the Overguard, comes from him applying cold status, which pairs in conjunction with his status. Then it gives you armor per afflicted. So I had started out trying to start by casting Avalanche, and it was very unimpressive. Then I tried by casting Freeze on a group of enemies, then casting Avalanche, and that seemed to work much better with bigger Overguard numbers. I took off the augment that instant freezes enemies that step into the bubble, because by and large, hardly any of them ever did. And I've never really used his Ice Wave all that much. I haven't used Frost a ton, but this is, I mean, if I had a Helminth ability that I thought would be great to throw onto Frost, this would be the one that I would get rid of to swap something else in, for sure. But at any rate, I settled on this. It may not be, the best build. It may still be kind of silly how I have it, but I ended up having some success with it. So I'm just going to leave it as is for now. I may still play with a few others. I may even come back, set up a second loadout just to test what the augment does on his 2, but I actually got it functioning. So what I want to do today is kind of pick up where I left off of sorts. And what I want to do is jump back over to Mercury, which I did not completely clear. Let me pop it onto Steel Path, because what I had left was a defense up at Lares, and I had interception on Steel Path. Frost, I'm not going to try that one for. Really, it's you need a group, or you need somebody that can deal tons of great damage very quickly. Frost, I don't think, is the right frame for that. Probably Dante would be my best bet. Maybe Zephyr, because I could get him clustered. Maybe Ember, because her 4 can really drop some damage in a pretty big area. But we're going to jump over, see if we can lock down this last defense solo on Lares. So pop in for another test on his ability to successfully get through a defense or not.
Your weapons make music, and the enemy calls for a song.
Let's start by getting some energy in the pool, because he doesn't have a ton. But one of the things I have set up on him does have a 10% chance to drop an energy orb on eliminations, I believe, which isn't high, but, when they fall, and it's always nice. I could maybe argue that pulling like an Equilibrium or an Energy Nexus in lieu of Carnus Carapace maybe would have made more sense. But like I said, I was able to get through some stuff I wasn't sure if I'd be able to do. And, normally, so far when I've been testing frames, I was like, oh, no, I can't get through it. I just kind of put them away. But because I had all of his augment mods, and on paper it looked like, he should be able to do this. So I assumed the problem was me, and it did appear that the problem was just what I was trying to do and how I was trying to do it. But I stuck with it, and it seemed to work well. So let's get up. Oh, it's this one that's going to be infested, coming in all over the place. Let's get our bubble down first. Yeah, so he's got really good crowd control with the avalanche, obviously. And you can kind of see why I had settled on casting his one first and then pulling the avalanche just to start. Because it just I feel like it's the timing of when the hold status actually pops is what it is. Let me keep this group frozen. Probably not that much on that, but that's okay. Let's keep them frozen. One more sneaky bugger. Is that it? How's the health on that thing? Yep. Pretty much no issues. Nobody messed with my bubble. I think it's got enough health I can get it to 5. I think. We'll see here in just a second.
Go.
It's just kind of letting them slowly make their way back up there and then refreezing. Seems to be the best strategy. Yeah, I know the Acolyte's in here. I'm just not concerning myself with it right this instant. Trying to keep the point protected. First and foremost. Oh, it's Misery? That's super fun. What's the matter? You seem a little slow there, bud. What's the damage? Oh, I made it. Yeah, we'll extract. Okay, perfect.
Continue fighting.
I'll leave. I thought I had one more wave. So yeah, it wasn't just a fluke. Frost does just fine. I'm getting ready to play with somebody, and I am going to pause this video. I will come back. Quick cut. I'll be back, and we'll continue with Frost. I have a few other things I want to get done today, but we're sticking with Frost for a bit. All right, guys. Well, I was playing with a buddy, but then my day job kicked in, so So I've been paused after about 30 minutes of play for 30 minutes of work nonsense. That aside, I'm going to jump back. Yeah, I may as well grab these. We were running some Dragon Vaults. That'll put me back up to 4. Yeah. 4 of all of the keys. So I'm just going to head back up to Nav, and I know I'm not going to attempt... he might be able to do it, but I'm not going to attempt Frost on Odin. I'm thinking it's going to call for probably Dante, puts out the biggest AoE, highest damage numbers of all the frames I have for the builds that I have set up so far. So I'm not going to mess with that last little one on Mercury for now. Earth, I think... Maybe there, yeah, excavate. Steel Path is 60 to 80 there. I didn't realize the levels were that low. So I could work on cleanup on Earth, and we also have some more on Mars. Excavation, Arval, defense. Okay, another defense that's a much higher difficulty level defense. So that could be a pretty interesting test. So this is going to go one of a couple ways. Either I'm going to get through it and say, well, Frost, good job, or it's going to go horribly with that extra 20 to 25 enemy level difficulty, but we don't know unless we try, so we're going to pop onto Ares and see how it goes, guys. Oh, that's for the Archon. Yeah, I've already done that for the week. Okay, so it's just the normal 110-ish range. All right. That's fine.
These are worthy foes. Underestimate them at your peril.
Okay, so this is looking like it's probably going to be a lot like my first stab at trying to get Frost to function from yesterday. That was the last video I recorded. Yes, I am actually playing 2 days in a row, which is a rarity for me. You don't want to do that. You only think you do. Okay. So I've got it in my hand. We're going to run down. I don't want to get too far ahead lest I run into a big pile of Grenier as I pop out of this tube. So let's take it slowly. We do have full energy. We'll have to get past that anyway. I think I'm just going to leg it. What? Was I not standing in the bubble there? Really didn't want to have to do that right out of the gate, but gotta do what I gotta do. So yeah, I lost all of my energy that I had worked up in the beginning. So we're going to re-up our energy. Let me drop that. I want to Fel Arts this guy. I don't want to use my Incarnate-Latum. I want to save that for the inevitable. Now they're duking it out. Get a little more energy going here, guys. Oh, this is getting ridiculous. See, because they're like right in front of the target that I need. So I think I'm just going to have to do it.
Your target is this location's computer system. Find and access the terminals. We need to destroy the reactor. The reactor will have tight security. Watch out for enemy patrols.
I thought I'd get more overguard than that. Yeah, that's actually frustrating. There's somebody that is lobbing. It's this jerk up in the air up here. Oh, I hate these guys. So now we're back to square one. I don't want to move towards the reactor until I get this done. Keep them cold. He's standing in my... There we go. Okay. Now, I'm just going to try to run past all of this. Oh. It's right here. That's fine. I can always craft more ciphers as needed. I absolutely don't want to get hit by that. Obviously. So let's just keep pushing up. Could have been cleaner, but we're still alive, guys. That's the part that counts. Let's get past this.
That's the reactor. Expose its core and destroy it. Target destroyed. Proceed to the extraction point.
Okay, so yeah, we'll make it through this. A small amount of overshield, but it was a small amount of enemies. So that's totally fine. Be less floaty. Yep, no problem. Yeah, I was expecting that was defense, but it swapped to sabotage with the difference between Steel Path, regular plain old Steel Path, or the Archon, I think, was the difference, which I didn't catch. So no problem. Yeah, the Grenier, I don't know what they're called, maybe Bombardiers. I feel like I've read their name before. That jetpack in the air and blast the rockets. That seems to be kind of the biggest weakness to Frost's Bubble that I've seen so far. And sometimes it's Grenier that have a similar type weapon that aren't airborne. I didn't even see the guy hovering on the ceiling. I thought he was off in the back by that Eximus. But that's okay. We got through it. Marvelous Spy. That's kind of a silly test. Rescue. Excavation. You know what? Since I have the option to go ahead and try the Phobos Junction, I think I'm going to try it. I'm guessing Frost can do a pretty good job of freezing one of the Warframes you have to fight in place. We'll find out here in just a second, but it'll give us a little more forward progress. Who is it? Mag? Okay, yeah, Mag is pretty dirty. Where are you, Mag? That's fine. Just slow him down. So yeah, Frost is, you know, he seems to work just fine. If you can get, you know, the prep in advance before you have to jump out, because I have him quite squishy, you know, the way the cold functions is quite good. I mean, it slows them down so much that even if they hit you, they're not, you know, throwing out anywhere near the normal amount of damage per second that they otherwise would be doing. Alright, so we got that junction done. I'm curious to see what level the enemies are up here. Okay, just a little bit higher. So I might skip around here a little bit. There's nothing that says you have to do everything in sequence. And now we have an exterminate. I think that'll be a pretty good test of Frost as well. So I'm going to jump onto a Roche. Not sure if that's French or not. I have no idea.
These foes deserve your respect.
Alright, guys.
Honor them with quick deaths, and with your
I'm just going to hang out back here. Yes, I know you don't have to stand in the bubble, but I don't want to push up till I've got my energy at least close to where I want to get it. E maxes out at 377 right now, which is not a ton, but I don't want enemies to start pushing forward if I move forward. So I'm just going to hang out back here for a minute. I wish you could get that to go 1 minute 19 seconds at a time. Okay, I think that's probably okay. So let's move up. Get a little overshield there. Not a ton. I probably should have thrown a freeze at that group of enemies first. That's okay.
Stay focused. There's a heavy unit approaching.
Bubble's gone. Totally fine. Where are these guys? They hiding in the middle?
We fought with honor.
Okay.
Most cunning founder! With my life I protect your sacred crown!
Yeah, on principle, I'd like to go after the protector. However, yeah, it's just a series of moving the bubble up, guys. We're playing it safe. We're not trying to get overzealous here. Move up bit by bit as we need to.
Blossom, thief, and with it, wisdom. Farewell!
cast a little more energy in the background. Move up again here in just a minute. What pop shot at me? What? Oh, Frost. Yeah, I see you. That's it. Yeah, I missed the timing of the jump there. Don't have enough energy to cast Avalanche. Let's see if we can rectify that real quick. That's a little bit of overguard, not a ton. But I guess it's enough to keep us on our feet, so I shouldn't complain. Let's get rid of that one. Pop back into this one. Give it a minute. Yeah, I'm reasonably okay that I can move forward there now. Yep. Don't do it. Kinda don't want to fight him in this oddball hallway. As I get run over by the train. That'll do it. Oh, still gotta get rid of his little misery guys. We'll pop that. We'll pop this. So far, so good. It's a process, guys. It's slow moving, but, you know, it's going fine so far.
Stay focused. There's a heavy unit approaching.
I am glad that I took him out from behind. Give us a little bit of overguard. Not a ton, but enough to be slightly more comfortable about it. There are bloody drones all over the place. Okay. That should be about it, I think. Oh yeah, I forgot about the ceiling turrets. Ooh, boy. Is somebody else in here waiting on me? Yep. Okay. Getting close, guys.
Stay focused. There's a heavy unit approaching.
I know there's a heavy unit approaching. I'm just, whoops. Trying to watch who's throwing what at me. From the most dangerous to the least dangerous. I don't want to be tucked into this hallway when... Let me get out of that hallway. I don't want to be fighting him back there. He can push up if he wants to fight. Nope. I should have stayed in the bubble. I did that very poorly. Well, get a little energy back. We'll get through this either way. It's a pretty good test. So, Frostus kit, I like for particularly the slowing effect. However, he is squishy with my current setup. Is it that big of a deal? No, because I can get through what I'm trying to get through. It's just, it's not as clean as it otherwise could be. That's functionally at least where I see it, so let's just go push forward for the final push and
stay focused. There's a heavy unit approaching.
Oh, Jade Light. Yep. Definitely don't want to mess with that. Well, absolutely nothing I can do about it. Jade Light is vicious. It's great if you're Rhino and you have Iron Skin at the ready. There's another one? Get those stupid things out of here. Okay. I'll willingly break that. Get us a little more energy back before we turn the corner. Okay, Captain Shieldy. I don't want to get too cute with the guys up here, because there is a chance they could legitimately land 1, 2 headshots and end me due to my very low shield. And I believe his armor is also not super high. And I nearly have this done. I'm not looking to not get past it. Okay, so I'll have to get through the alarm real quick.
Walkers incoming.
Where are the walkers? Oh, good. Just in time for another acolyte. Let me back up. Put it on my terms. Sorry, violence. Had to happen. Okay, let me recast this. What do we need? 7? Okay. One more? No, I can't get down there. They're from down there. I think I have to go up top. Yep, that's fine. Take the high road.
You have broken their ranks and they are on the run. Another successful mission. Find extraction.
They quickly burst my bubble. Pun intended. And Frost is in the clear. Okay, so yeah, that was sloppy. It wasn't clean, but he got through it. I don't want to say just fine, but he got through it. Definitely feel like he excels at defending and protecting points, so defense missions work well for him. That, yeah, it's a little slow getting through him, kind of like getting through it with Trinity. Somebody that hits outright a little harder is probably a better choice, but, you know, I figured that was the case. I just wanted to test it. So that's all part of testing. So I'm going to swap off to Frost, and where I want to wrap up today is by jumping back onto Dante, and I want to get off of Steel Path, and I want to go try the other Granum, the Zenith token. Where was I going? Neptune, Niso, Exterminate, Spy, Tritonus Rescue, Mobile Defense, Excavation, Galatea, Capture. I don't see a hand. Or was it Pluto? Was I going on Pluto? Hydra, Capture. Hydra? Acheron. Vecna, Hades. I don't remember which one I did it last time I was doing this, but this will work. I just got to find one that has a hand that I can dump a crown in.
You are here to find our target and bring them to the extraction point. Happy hunting.
This technology won't be enough to stop us.
I'll do a cut while I'm getting my energy and all my prep work up in the background first. So let's just go see if we can locate us a hand. Alright guys, so I just went back and grabbed the Zorus again. Again, I don't know if any glaive works, but I know the Zorus does. So I stuck with the Zorus, and we're just going to pop in with the Zenith Crown, and I presume it's going to be a little harder, but see if there's anything different that happens when we do it.
It won't last long. Move. Free stranded Lares with the Saurus and destroy Phobos' specters. You don't have long.
Alright, there's a little time bonus. Let's go for the save because I know it gives us 30 seconds. We have to hit 75 total. Kinda need to find another bit of time and quickly.
Not enough. Get clear.
Nope.
Another team may be able to clamp a lid on this.
Target located. Bring them in.
Brother, another candidate steps forward in the hope
What is
of
this?
admission to our sisterhood.
If you mean to rise from the decadent morass that Corpus has become, prove yourself to me.
Excellent work. We'll interrogate the
Candidate?
captive back at base. Your part is done here, Tenno.
Most wise founders,
What is this?
protect your avaricious
That almost looks like a Kuva Lich, but not a Kuva Lich. Sister?
Chosen by fate.
Is that a sister of Phobos?
Worthy as few are worthy.
Okay, I've replaced my crown, so I'm done. So I didn't get through it, but I mean, I could be completely wrong here, guys, but it sounded like he said sister, and I'm wondering if that's the sister of Phobos, which I fought one during the event before, the Jade event on the elevator at the top. If you got all the beacons, there was a sister of Phobos. I don't know if that's the same thing. I know they exist. I certainly haven't done them yet. And I didn't pass the crown, so I don't know if it's just random. Let's complete the mission and see what happens. Now I'm intrigued. I will go back to see what happens when you get 75 plus on the crown, but it looked like it functioned like a Kuvalich. Granum popped in, said something about the sisterhood. So let's just see if anything new or different happens here. And it did mention a weapon, just like it does on a Kuvalich.
So you can slap. I slap harder.
Xylotia rises. I don't see red, but Venus is covered in blue.
Hey, Vala, honey. Guess who got a sector? Don't hate me too much.
On the off chance that this is the start of controlled territory, and it's got a name, I'm going to jump in here real quick and see what happens. I have a suspicion that this is possibly a sister of Phobos. Let's skip the cinematic.
We received intel that somebody vital to enemy operations is here. Find them and capture them.
I'm not going to go overboard.
Attack us, and we will counter.
Xyla Hound. Secret Mercy. Requiem Murmur. Yeah. Okay. Now we're getting somewhere. So, I've played this mission plenty of times before. I've never seen one of them pop up.
Is in the vicinity. Find them.
Is it just random? Kind of like the, of course, I think it's Cassini on Saturn is where I always do the Kuvaliches. That's where I got my very first one. That's where I got my second one. That's where I've gone back to get my third one. So what mission was that? Or was it, I think it was Hades on Pluto? Maybe it's RNG? Maybe it's not? I have no idea. Either way, I'm not mad about it. It's looking like it's functioning exactly like
you found a target.
The Cuba
Capture them
did.
quickly before they escape.
That's the capture target. Okay.
Mission complete. The captive has been escorted to the extraction point. Well done.
So it looked like it was a robot dog.
Original objective. Leave nothing
I had to
alive.
take down for the Murmur. Yep, and we still have some more points. Oh no, it's because she wants me to eliminate everything. What's up here? Just some enemies. That's not a robot dog. Pair them up, page flight. May as well grab that while I'm standing there. May as well. Whoops. Yep. Not looking for the Arcwing launcher, but thank you. Do I have to swap? How do I put this away? Like that. Now I can scan? Yeah, so you can't scan while you're in that. Okay, that's fine. Dojo. Whoops. Oh, that was poorly done. I'm seeing more red.
Stay focused. There's a
So
heavy
it's-
unit approaching.
That was poorly done again. What is my problem? Just use the bridge. Cast a little more energy here real quick. I'll throw a little more shield on. Is that a robot dog again? You know what? That's actually kind of a lot of progress on the Murmur, considering I've only taken 2 down. Is it a difficulty thing? Well, I think I know what I'm going to be working on in the next video, guys. I don't know what surprises there may or may not be in store. If it functions exactly like the Kubelich does, so far it's seeming like it, other than instead of taking down Grenier, I'm taking down robot dogs. Poor Fido. He never knew what hit him. Okay, Page Flight, do your thing. I need 11 more. I'm like out at the exit. How could there be 11 more down here? That's 76. Ah, that's how. Yeah, go ahead and land.
Stay focused. There's a heavy
Looks
unit
like there's
approaching.
another robot dog because I hit it.
The enemy is broken. Well done. Now get
That's
to
a
extraction.
Xylotia Hound. Oh! Thralls and Hounds. I'm over here calling them robot dogs. So I guess Grenier are Thralls and Corpus are Hounds. That now makes sense why they differentiated. Okay. Got it. Let's head out.
I swear.
I think I
to
took down
God,
3.
If you were any dumber, you'd be a mill.
They stole my money and nothing else. Ha! Corpus. That's actually really funny. Well, I've got plenty of credits. Not that you don't all get it back at the end. But, okay, guys. So I guess then the next question would be, can I even try to do a Zenith Crown while I'm in the middle of this? Let's hit start. Let's check progress, see what's up. I see murmurs.
First rule of success. If you think things are going well, you've overlooked something. Hello?
Okay. Yeah, so this looks identical, and it does say Sister of Parvos. So I got a Sister of Parvos. That's actually really exciting. I guess the question is, did it have anything to do with the Granum Void? Is it just complete RNG on a mission in a specific place? I was on Hydra and Pluto. I don't know. Anyway, guys, I'm not going to push any further than that. I will do a little background grinding to get the murmurs, and then in the next video, we're going to see if there's any difference between a Sister of Parvos or a Kubelich. Either way, we're going to try to work on taking it down. So that is as good a stopping point as any. So yeah, guys, probably a little shorter video today. Next one, I don't know how long it'll be. I have no clue how long it's going to take to get through the process. Last time I did a Kuva Lich, I got it done in about 2 hours, give or take, from start to finish. So maybe I'll be as lucky with the Sister of Parvos. Either way, super cool. And I'm guessing there's another pool of weapons. But at any rate, guys, very exciting. We're going to go back and see what happens with the Granum Zenith Crown. But I want to see if I can at least get the Sister done first, and then we'll go back and try it to see if we can get 75. It's possible that just going in there is what spawned it. I have no idea. So I've got a lot of trial and error to figure out. Either way, very, very exciting. But guys, yeah, super fun. Had a pretty decent time with Frost. I think defense is probably what I'm going to use him for. He's good with the bubble and protecting the point. He could hit a little harder. His slowing is super useful. But then went for the Zenith Crown, ended up spawning a Sister of Parvos for the first time, which is super exciting. So that's what we're going to focus in the next video. If it goes super fast and I can try another Zenith Crown again to see if I get the 75 to see what does or doesn't drop, I have no idea. It could be related, it could be unrelated. Either way, we're going to go full steam ahead, try to take down a Sister of Parvos in the next video. Guys, that's going to do it for today. As always, I do sincerely appreciate you checking in, and we will catch you on the next one.